What if you've always had another eye, one that never closes? They say there's an eye that doesn't blink. It doesn't look outward. It looks within. It's been called many things. The third eye, the eye of wisdom, the seat of the soul. Mystics believed it could see beyond the physical world. Yogis trained for years to reach it. Philosophers wrote about it without ever naming it. It shows up in ancient texts, symbols, and teachings, always between the eyes, always tied to inner vision. This isn't just myth, it's something ancient and deeply real. Near the center of the brain is a small, pine cone-shaped structure. It's called the pineal gland. To science, it's part of the endocrine system. It helps regulate melatonin, the hormone that controls sleep and wake cycles. It responds to light, even though it's buried deep in darkness. Some researchers believe it may also influence dreaming and possibly play a role in near-death experiences. It's one of the only parts of the brain that sits alone, not mirrored on both hemispheres, and it's magnetically sensitive. No one fully understands why. For something so small, its function is still mostly unknown. That's where the mystery begins. Long before modern science named it, many cultures described something like a third eye. In Hinduism, it's called the Ajna chakra, the center of awareness, located between the eyebrows. It's not just a symbol. It's seen as an actual energy point, a gateway to inner command and insight. In Buddhism, it appears as the eye of consciousness, not opened through belief, but through discipline, years of meditation, silence, stillness. It's not about seeing visions, it's about seeing clearly. In ancient Egypt, the eye of Horus was a symbol of healing and hidden knowledge. Some say its structure mirrors the anatomy of the human brain, especially the pineal region. Maybe coincidence, maybe not. In Christian mysticism, some spoke of an inner light, a place where truth could be felt, not seen, not with the eyes, but with the soul. Different cultures, different languages, but the same idea. A kind of seeing that doesn't come from sight, but from memory. Some believe the third eye can be opened, but not easily, not with shortcuts, and not without risk. In ancient traditions, it was a slow process, built on years of stillness, breathwork, and inner discipline. Not a technique, a way of life. But today, there are other approaches. Some use psychedelics, some chase altered states, some turn to rituals pulled from half-remembered traditions. A few claim to see visions, others feel pressure between the brows. Some report a sudden flood of insight or confusion. Modern science is cautious. Some researchers believe the pineal gland may release DMT, a powerful compound linked to dreams and near-death experiences. But that's still a theory. And theories don't guarantee truth. Even when it's real, awakening doesn't always mean clarity. Sometimes, it just means exposure. Because seeing more doesn't mean you're ready for what's revealed. If the third eye does open, what does it actually reveal? For some, it begins with subtle shifts. Vivid dreams, strange synchronicities, a sense that reality feels thinner than it used to. Others describe a new kind of awareness, not visions, but perception. A knowing that sits behind thought, quiet but constant. Some report powerful imagery, colors, symbols, moments that feel more like memory than imagination. Others feel watched, not by something outside them, but by something deeper inside. It's not always peaceful. Sometimes, opening the third eye feels like peeling back a curtain and realizing you've been living in a room with no walls. Time feels different. Reality bends at the edges, and the self becomes harder to define. To some, it's insight. To others, it's overwhelming. Because when the filters fall away, you don't just see more of the world, you see more of yourself. Most people never open the third eye, and maybe that's not a failure. Maybe it's protection. Because the eye doesn't offer power, it offers perspective. And perspective changes you. It's not a trick, not a shortcut. It's presence. And presence is confronting. You see your thoughts as noise. You see the stories you've lived inside, and the space between what is and what always was. That's not enlightenment, it's awareness. And it's enough. Not everyone needs the third eye to open, but the idea of it, the longing for it, points to something real. A memory, a stillness, a watcher behind the mind. And maybe that's all the third eye ever was. Not something to reach for, but something that's always been there, just waiting to be seen.